Okay, today I'm gonna show you guys how to pull in database articles from the different databases into your Google Drive. I'm first gonna start with showing you what I would like y'all to do with your Google Drive. Um, when you are in here, in order to make sure all your Unit 2 articles are in the right place, you can hit the plus under New and do a new folder, and we're gonna call it Unit 2 Articles. So I want you to start this at the very beginning. That way it can collect all your articles that you're going to be using for this specific project. And once you have done that, and you'll see that it's added here, that we're going to go into Mac and VIA. And I'm going to show you a couple of different databases and how to pull those articles over. Now, I'm not using the same topic across the board. One of the ones I am going to show you right now is Britannica School. So if I go over here, I've pulled up the article about Oklahoma. And when you're here, you've got a menu over here on the left, but this is more of a table of contents for the article. You've got this right here, which is just the different tabs. But over here to the right, you've got another set of menu icons. You've got the send to, you got the favorite, the print, cite, translate, listen, and then how to increase and decrease the font. What I would like you to do is I would like you to use the send to button. And when you click there, you're going to hit send to Google Drive. And it's going to ask you to connect. And if you have never connected your Google Drive to Britannica School, it might ask you to allow. It might pull up that article to say allow, and then you just hit allow. And then when you go over to your Google Drive, if you go to your most recent articles that have been, or saves, you'll notice that Oklahoma is at the top. But when I open it, it should go into a Google Doc. If it doesn't, we can change that, and I'll show you how to do that later. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, because I want to make sure this is in the right spot, I'm going to go to File, Move, and I'm going to move it to that Unit 2 Articles folder. So I'm going to have to backtrack a little bit, and then these are in alphabetical order, and go down to my Unit 2. There it is right there, Unit 2 article, and now it's going to be moved there. So now it's over there. Now for now, I'm just going to leave it there, and I'm going to show you guys the Gale in context, the opposing viewpoints. Now I've pulled up air pollution as my option, and I'm just going to pull up. Now you cannot, under this, you cannot pull up this entire thing. You can't send this entire document over, but let's say that I want this article right here, one of the featured viewpoints. Once it's over here and it's got the commentary on it, and it's going to give me a couple of different things. It's going to give me a few options here, but it also has these options right here. I, again, am going to pull this into my Google Drive. I'm going to send to the Google Drive. Again, you might be asked if you are going to allow it, and just make sure and hit allow. And then once you hit OK, I can come over here to my recent, and there it is again. Now, on this one, we're going to go ahead and move to, but because it's not opening right now, it's downloaded as a Microsoft Word document, which obviously that does not always work with our docs. We actually have to download it as a doc. But the first thing I want you guys to do is I want you to move it to that Unit 2 articles. So I'm going to go to the right. There was that triple dot. I'm going to pull it down and go to Move to My Drive, and I'm going to find that Unit 2 articles. Again, I do suggest you do this first. Do not have it re-downloaded as a Google Doc yet. Then after this, I'm going to actually go to my Unit 2. I'm going to go to my drive and go to my Unit 2 real quick so I can show you guys how to download this correctly. Okay, so the Oklahoma article, this is the icon for a Google Doc. This is the icon for a Word document, and that does not translate. So right now I can do no type of annotating in this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to open with Google Docs, and it's going to pull it up separately. And now I can do my annotating. If I go over here to Unit 2 Articles, well, we are actually going to click on File, Download As. Okay, so now it is an EPA. Sorry, it just hasn't come over here yet. So now you should be able to do your annotating in here. Now let's go to EBSCO. This is the Points of View Reference Center. I have clicked on an article talking about the decline of reading. Once you are in an article and it looks like this, if you go over to the right, you will see some tools over here, and you can click on Google Drive, and it's going to send it. Now this one's going to be a little different. And if I go back to recent, you'll see it come up here. Now it is going to look like this, okay? But if I'm going to go ahead and let's move this over and do that whole move to the unit to articles. Okay, it's been moved. Now I'm going to open with Google Docs and click on that. So now it will actually translate it. It won't be all that gobbledygook stuff or it's not legible. And now it is your article and you have downloaded it as a Google Doc. And now you can do your annotating from there. So this is specific to our databases that we're going to be using for this project. In another video, you will see how to download to your Google Drive, how to download website articles.